Even a man who is pure at heart and says his prayers by night can become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and the moon is full and bright. I'm Rob Easter from the Life.com, and I'm here with Erik Jackson from Jedi Makeip, and tonight we're going to do a werewolf.
Just helps to calm your face down, so excited. They don't burn it all this time, eh?
Nope.
Okay, eyes closed. Tears. Okay, now you can do your whole like normal. That was the hardest part.
That was the hardest part. Yeah. And it'll take me a little while to get used to them, so I'll scrunch and squeeze and cry.
Alright, so let's go on to... Alright, I'm going to start talking a little bit. I'm going to do...
Now, what was you saying about, you thought it was strange to, you know, like...
Yeah, whenever I was little, I just never... I just thought I was the only one. I didn't realize that there were other people that liked monsters and thought they were cool. I got my start with the black and white TV, black and white monster films. So the classics was by the godfather of monster makeup, which is Dick Smith. Dick Smith passed away a couple years back, but he basically invented everything we're doing today 60 years ago. Today we're going to use Pax Paint, we're going to use Prozaid, a couple of products that are just for monsters. I'm cleaning your skin right now so that it'll bond and glue to your face.
Mm-hmm.
Just a toner. But he invented all those prosthetics and a lot of the tools and tips we use. But when I was little, I just felt like the biggest nerd. I feel like nobody was like me, and when I would talk about Wolfman, they were like, you were the strangest, oddest little chubby little guy we've ever met. So, alright. This is called a gelatin appliance. So it's made out of a really fancy jello, kind of like what you make at your house, so you can't eat it. You can see it's weighs about, what would you say?
Wow.
It's pretty heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it weighs about ½ pound. But it'll go on, it'll last for a couple hours, but as his body temperature heats up, it'll start to break down the appliance. So for big movies, this wouldn't really work so well, but for a photo shoot or something that's only going to be a couple hours, it's a really great product. And the nice part is after he gets it on, his skin's going to heat it up, and it'll feel as warm as his other skin.
That was the thing that, you know, last time you actually mentioned that after a little while, it'll feel like it's your skin.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? I don't know. But then, honestly, after a little bit, it was like, that felt like my skin. I mean, it was just...
You could touch it and it wiggled just like your nose and your whole...
Yeah, when I'd smile, it smiled and it didn't feel weird, or it didn't feel like I was wearing a mask or anything like that.
I'm going to sanitize your hands because I'm going to put that mask. I'm going to let you hold it while I glue it down. It's really important whenever you do monster makeup, and this is how you can tell you're working with a professional, is to keep things sanitary. Because you glue this stuff to your face, and if it's, you know, got any germs, it'll make you sick, and then it'll make the whole team sick. This is called a dry fit. I'm just making sure it fits on your face and kind of see where I'm going to lay glue down. Eyes closed. There you go. Very cool. Alright. Prozaid is a medical grade adhesive. So it was made originally for hospitals and closing skin. It's been around for a very, very long time. A lot of Halloween stores use spirit gum, but spirit gum makes a lot of people really sick. They're allergic to it. It smells really bad. It kind of burns your skin a little bit. So Prozaid doesn't bother the skin, washes off with soap and water. Close your legs. There you go.
So where can you get Prozaid? Is it?
A lot of the products that I use are pro grade. They're professional makeup artist grade. There's a really famous store called Alcone. It's a website. They sell a lot of stuff we're going to use today. The other one's called Mamie's, and that's a store out of LA. Kind of a famous Hollywood makeup store. Now here locally we can't get that, so we have to order it through the internet.
You said you ordered this prosthetic from...
Oh yeah. Today the gelatin sculpt that we're using is from a really, really talented artist out of London. So he does a lot of gelatin molds for movies. And so I'm a huge fan, and I ordered a set as soon as they came out. Okay. A lot of times I use so many products so quickly throughout the week, I don't have time to do a sculpt and do it myself. So what I'll do is I'll order it. That way I've got a whole stock ready of monsters for whenever somebody might call and ask me, hey, can you work on this week? I've started teaching in a lot of the high schools and cosmetology schools and stuff. I'm just really excited that there's a new generation of monster people. I really thought I was the only, one that just loved all this stuff, other than, of course, the awesome haunters that work at your local haunted houses. Those people are pretty cool and dedicated and make for a great holiday. But to make a career out of it, I was just so excited to realize you can actually get paid to do something so awesome. Alright, so I've got a good base down, and I'm trying to avoid your eyelashes, so I'll get you closed. Now, the general rule of thumb is that you start from the middle and work your way out. But when the gelatin appliances, I like to make sure they're down really hard. Foam latex is a little bit easier, but for gelatin I like to get a good sticky layer on your face and then work my way out on the appliance. Okay, so I'm just going to put you to work. There you go. Eyes open? Eyes closed. I gotta admit, after I finished my education and learned a little bit about how to do monster makeup, I'm fascinated by watching movies now. I just cannot stop rewinding it. As a matter of fact, I'm probably the worst person to see a scary movie with, because I want to see the monster and I want to know, how his fingers move and how they make his face move. So, yeah, after you get a look behind the curtain, it's pretty cool because you appreciate the artistry of what these people are doing when they make these monsters. One of my favorite movies is, I just lost the train of thought. It's called Feast, I think. There was a 1, 2, and 3, but
oh yeah,
those monsters were incredibly cool.
They were. That was the first one especially was really well done.
With the side comments and the main characters who were trying to say who's going to die. It was just a really good movie. But yeah, basically every monster movie I'm just completely obsessed with. I love watching it.
I was always a big fan of Clive Barker movies because...
Clive Barker's amazing. He just had his speak out on Face Off last week. So he got to talk about the movies. But he's your favorite?
He's one of my favorite. Like, I always liked his movies just because of the creature effects in them.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, he has really iconic characters, of course, with the Cenobites and everything like that.
Absolutely.
But like even like some of the smaller known stuff like Rawhead Rex and everything.
This
like
classic Nightbreed?
Oh, Nightbreed. I always wanted an imp from
Yeah.
Nightbreed. I mean, I thought that imp was just the coolest looking creature that I'd ever seen, you know, and stuff. And just, you know, they were kind of like his stuff is like sexual and nightmarish at the same time, and just, I mean, pretty amazing stuff.
Alright, keep your eyes closed just for a minute. When doing prosthetic makeup, sometimes it takes a minute for the glue. I might put too thick of a coat on, so I use a hairdryer to dry it out. Keep your hand near your talent so that you don't burn their face with a hairdryer, so you can kind of feel how much heat is going on. Because you get to talking, and the next thing you know, you burn their face off, which looks really cool for the makeup, but kind of hurts.